Hi everyone, my name is Jayesh. I'm from GGSP third year electrical. So today we will discuss about principles of management. My group members are Gaurav Kulkarni, Pratham Khaire and Aditya Satpute.
Introduction to the principle of management. It has been said that management has four basic functions: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Common sense dictates that without these principles of management being in a place, an organization would have trouble achieving its aim or even coming up with the aim in first place. Management as an art. It is called as an art because managing requires certain skills which are personal possessions of manager. Science provides the knowledge and art deals with the application of knowledge and skills. A manager to be successful in his profession must acquire the knowledge of science and the art of applying it. These are the basic principle of management. First is division of work, second is balancing authority, and third is responsibility. Uh, Discipline. Fourth is unity of command. Fifth is unity of direction. Sixth is subordination of individual interest to the general interest. Seventh is remuneration. Eighth is color chain. Ninth is order, and tenth is equity. And 11th is stability of tenure of personnel. 12th is initiative, and 13th is spirit de corps. Now, Pratham Kaire will explain next slide.
First, division of work. The principle of management is based on the theory that if workers are given a specialized task to do, they will become skillful and more efficient in it than if they had a broader range of tasks. Therefore, a process where everyone has a specialized role will be a different one. Or the principle of division of work means to divide a given activity or work into small pieces or parts so that each part is handled with great ease and efficiency. Second, balancing authority and responsibility. Authority is the power to give orders and get it obeyed, or in other words, it is the power to take decisions. Responsibility means state of being accountable or answerable for any obligation, trust, debt, or something. In other words, it means obligation to complete a job assigned on time and its best way. Or authority means power to take decisions. Responsibility means obligation to complete the job assigned on time. Third, discipline. Discipline is essential for any successful work performance. Fayol considers discipline to mean obedience, respect of authority, and observance of established rules. Discipline can be established by providing good supervision at all levels, clear explaining the rules, and implementing a system of reward and punishment. A manager can present a good example to his subordinates by disciplining himself. For example, if the employees break their promise of working up to their full capacity, it will amount to the violation of obedience. Similarly, a sales manager has the authority to do business on credit. But in case he allows this facility not to go general customers but only to his relatives and friends, then it will amount to ignoring his respect to the authority. Fourth, unity of command. According to the principle of unity of command, an individual employee should receive orders from only one supervisor at a time, and that employee should be answerable only to that supervisor. If there are many superiors giving orders to the same employee, he will not to be able to decide as to which order is to be given priority. He thus find himself it is confused situation. Such a situation adversely affect the efficiency of the subordinates. On the other hand, when there are many superiors, every superior would like to his orders to be given priority. This ego problem creates a possibility of clash. Consequently, their own efficiency is likely to be affected. Fifth, unity of direction. Unity of direction means that there should be one head for one plan for a group of activities having the same objective. In other words, there should be one plan of action for a given of activities having the same objective, and there should be one manager to control them. For example, suppose an automobile company is manufacturing two products, namely scooters and cars, hence having two divisions. As each product has its own markets and problems, therefore each division must have its own targets. Now each division must plan its target as per its environmental condition to get better result. It is necessary to distinguish between the meaning of the unity of command and the unity of direction. Next slide will be explained Jayesh Bhaviskar.
6. Subordination of individual interests to the general interest. This principle can be named priority to general interest over individual interest. According to this principle, the general interest or the interest of the organization is above everything. If one is asked to place individual interest and the general interest in order of priority, definitely the general interest will be placed at the first place. For example, if a manager takes some decision which harms him personally, but in a great profit to the company, he should certainly give priority to the interest of the company and take the decision accordingly. On the contrary, if some decisions help the manager personally but results in a great loss to the company, then such decisions should never be taken. For example, a purchase manager of a company has to purchase 100 tons of raw material. His son happens to the supplier along with one other supplier in the market. The manager purchases the raw material from the firm of his son at a rate higher than the market rate. This will profit the manager personally, but the company will ensure heavy loss. This situation is undesirable. 7. Remuneration. Fayol is of the opinion that the employees should get a fair remuneration so that the employees and the owners find equal amount of satisfaction. It is the duty of manager to ensure that employees are being paid remuneration according to their work. If, however, they are not paid properly for their work, they will not do their work with the perfect dedication, honesty, and capability. As a result, the organization shall have the face failure. Proper remuneration depends on some factors like the cost of living, demand of labor, and their ability. While fails in order to motivate the employees apart from general remuneration, they should be given some monetary and non-monetary incentives. For example, suppose that things are getting dearer and dearer and the company is getting good profits. In such situation, the remuneration of the employees should be increased even without their if this is not done, the employees will leave the company at the first opportunity. Expenses shall have to be incurred on new recruitment, which shall bring loss to the company. Ninth, scalar chain. Meaning of scalar chain. It refers to the formal line of authority which moves from highest to the lowest ranks in a straight line. Tenth, order. According to the principle of order, a right person should be placed at the right job and the right thing should be placed at the right place. According to Fire, every enterprise should have two different orders: material order for the physical resources and social order for human resources. Keeping the physical resources in order means that a proper place for everything and everything in its right place. Similarly, keeping the human resources in order means a place for everyone and everyone in his appointment place. Maintaining these two orders properly will ensure that everybody knows his workplace, what he is to do, and from where he would get required material. Consequently, all the available resources in the organization will be until properly. Gaurav Kulkarni will explain the next subpoint.
Equality. This is the principal test that managers should treat their subordinates in just a kind manner so they can develop a feeling of dedication and attachment for their work. All the employees should be treated equally. Stability of tenure on personnel. From the point of view of management, it is absolutely harmful to the change. The employees frequently as reflection of inefficient management. Therefore, according to this principle, there should be stability of tenure of the employees so that they can work continuously efficiently. Initiative. Initiative means capacity to work while expressing one thought according to FAL. his duty of manner so that encourage the feeling of initiative among his employees for doing some work or talking someone some decision about with some limits of authorities and discipline. It will be the possible only when the manager will welcome the thoughts of his or her subordinate. By the doing so, subordinate will be present new useful ideas time and again the gratefully they will become a integral part of organization. In order to make this process a success manner will have to abandon his false sense of prestige. For example, a salesman suggests to his sales manager to implement a new advertisement technique. The sales manager sends him away by the telling him that will, it is not possible or and ignore the suggestion altogether. In a such situation, the salesman who has been admonished and belittled will never venture to offer any suggestion in future because of his desire of talking initiative has been suppressed. On contrary, if suggestion had been listened to carefully, even though not be implemented, he could have to be taken courage of to offer some suggest in future. Such an action would simply have to encourage his initiative, spread the crop. As per the principle, a manager should be continuously makes effort to develop a team spirits again among the subordinates. To do his or she should use to work wish instead of during the conversation with the subordinates.